According to Sales Hacker, there are currently almost 1,000 different vendors in the sales technology landscape. That's beyond overwhelming. How is a modern sales leader supposed to wrap his or her head around this while juggling all of their other responsibilities? It's certainly not easy, and having a revenue operations employee or a consultant like Union Square Consulting can help a lot. But in this video, I wanted to share some tips on how to navigate this broad set of options. Sales Hacker breaks this into 5 categories: engagement, productivity and enablement, sales intelligence, pipeline and analytics, and finally people management. It's impossible to cover 1,000 vendors in one video, but we advise clients to think about their sales tech stack by first asking what aspects of their sales process they want to improve first. If we start by looking at sales intelligence, we ask ourselves if we have all the data and information we need to identify the right sales targets and to research the accounts adequately to make a sale. Most salespeople lose an enormous amount of selling time to researching accounts and entering data into the CRM. And even after spending all that time, they usually end up ill-prepared to write that sales email or run that sales meeting. If we can use firmographic data to identify companies that fit our ideal customer profile, technographic data to identify companies within that list that use software tools that are relevant to our targets, and/or intent data to identify those with the highest intent to find solutions to problems we solve, we can give ourselves a big head start. From there, if this data can be imported into the CRM easily, we can create lists for our salespeople and make them far more efficient and also more effective at the same time. From there, if we can give them quick access to the information they need to research the account, we can save them a tremendous amount of time while making each email and call more effective. Things as simple as one-click access to the website and social channels can give salespeople a huge leg up versus manually searching for this information and burning up valuable sales time. Once we know our targets, we need to actually engage them. And if we're in a high volume sales team, we may spend a lot of time writing emails and dialing phone numbers. Anyone making 20 or more calls a day can save a tangible amount of time with a sales dialer. If we're doing outbound where we need to call prospects numerous times before giving up, it can take a lot of time to figure out who we need to call each and every day. Tools like Salesforce's High Velocity Sales, Outreach, or SalesLoft have become incredibly popular and can save a lot of time and make sure that nothing slips through the cracks by providing sales reps a list of everyone they need to contact each day. Moving on to productivity, we have a lot of options to save sales time spent on manual processes, from easy ways to access and share content, to collaboration across the team, to building quotes and getting contract signatures. What we need to ask ourselves is where salespeople are spending the most time, and if we can streamline that process and give them more time to sell to generate more revenue. Moving on to analytics, we already have pretty robust analytic capabilities inside Salesforce, but like any tool, it has its limitations. The first limitation is visualization, meaning quite simply what you can see. Salesforce has dashboards with bar charts and pie charts and tables, but there are limitations to what you can see and how you can visualize it. The next limitation is the data itself, where you may need other tools if you have a very large set of data and/or if this data is housed outside of Salesforce. This is one of the reasons that Salesforce just made a major acquisition in buying Tableau. These are the 2 big questions that we want to ask ourselves when we look at tools available. But more importantly, we need to ask ourselves what we need data for. What hypothesis are we trying to test? Are we trying to forecast better? Are we trying to measure activity and performance better? Are we testing whether or not an investment or new hire might pay off? This ultimately rolls up to the process, strategy, and vision that I've gone over in other videos. So it's very important that we have this all mapped out and are asking ourselves about the analytics that we need in order to execute our strategy and realize our vision. If you'd like to learn more, reach out to me to schedule a call and/or check out some of our other videos on our website, LinkedIn, or YouTube.